Welcome to the official podcast series by POTENZA, where innovation meets insight. In this series, we dive deep into the world of SAP, explore the power of robotic process automation, and unlock the true potential of data analytics. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a business leader, or just curious about the digital transformation shaping our world, you're in the right place. Tune in, stay curious, and let's explore the future of enterprise technology together. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube for more powerful insights. Now, let's get into today's episode.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's truly reshaping how businesses operate: document understanding solutions. Now, imagine your business is this high-speed train, right? But your most critical information, it's stuck in a vast manual shunting yard, constantly slowing everything down. That's really the reality for so many organizations. Research tells us a staggering 80% of enterprise data lives in unstructured formats, things like invoices, contracts, emails, reports, all sorts of forms. And even with all the digital transformations we hear about, so many businesses are still, trapped in these slow manual document workflows. They're just bleeding resources and creating massive bottlenecks. It's a real paradox, isn't it?
It absolutely is a huge paradox. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this problem isn't just some minor inefficiency. It's really a strategic disadvantage now. Document understanding solutions have definitely moved from being maybe nice to have tools a few years ago to absolute necessities for competitive advantage in, 2025 and beyond. Organizations that genuinely embrace this tech, they aren't just automating mundane tasks. No, they're fundamentally transforming their entire operational approach. They're accelerating decision-making and, critically, unlocking hidden value, like maybe spotting emerging market trends months ahead just by analyzing competitor contracts, or identifying underutilized supplier discounts buried in old invoices. Real money left on the table.
That's a powerful way to put it: hidden value. Okay, so our mission for you today is to explore everything you need to know about selecting, implementing, and ultimately maximizing the return on investment from these solutions, all to position your organization for sustained success in this incredibly fast-moving landscape. So let's start with the basics, maybe for anyone new to this. What exactly are document understanding solutions? At their core, they represent this powerful convergence of artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, ML, and what's known as cognitive computing, their main purpose, to automatically extract, interpret, and then process information from documents, whether they're perfectly structured forms or completely unstructured text. And here's the crucial distinction, I think. This isn't just your traditional OCR, optical character recognition, which simply converts an image of text into, editable text. Modern platforms go way beyond that. They actually comprehend context, relationships, the actual meaning within documents. It's like they're reading and interpreting information the way a human does, but, with superhuman speed and incredible accuracy.
Exactly. Spot on. And to achieve that kind of human-like comprehension, these solutions combine some truly sophisticated technologies. You've got advanced optical character recognition, or OCR, engines first. These can now achieve, believe it or not, over 99% accuracy across really diverse document formats and languages. It's quite impressive. Then there are natural language processing, NLP algorithms. Think of these like a super smart librarian. They don't just read words, they grasp the meaning, the tone, even the intention behind what's written. So if a document is, say, a contract versus a customer complaint, the system truly gets it. It understands the difference. And finally, machine learning models are constantly learning in the background. They continuously improve classification accuracy and data extraction precision just by being exposed to more and more document types and formats. It's this continuous feedback loop.
And what I found truly fascinating when looking into this is how these solutions go so much further than just simple data capture. It's not just about pulling out words, is it? It's about what else they can do with that information. Here's where it gets really interesting. Modern platforms offer intelligent document classification. That means they can automatically sort incoming documents by type, priority, maybe routing requirements. They also boast these advanced data extraction capabilities that can identify and capture specific information fields regardless of the document's layout or, format variations. Huge deal. Plus, you have real-time processing engines that can handle massive volumes of documents without compromising accuracy or speed. And crucially, seamless integration APIs. These ensure they connect perfectly with your existing enterprise systems, making document understanding a vital part of your broader digital ecosystem, not just some isolated tool off to the side.
And that point about it not being isolated, that is so crucial, because its true power really comes from its symbiotic relationship with business process automation, or BPA. It's truly transformative. While, traditional automation might have focused on more structured, predictable processes, document understanding unlocks automation potential for those knowledge-intensive workflows, the ones that previously demanded human expertise. This technology acts as the intelligent bridge, really, between that ocean of unstructured information we talked about and your automated business processes. Ultimately, it enables genuine end-to-end workflow automation across even the most complex, document-heavy operations, things that once felt impossible to automate.
Okay, let's talk about the transformative benefits, because this is where the real business value comes in, right? When organizations implement document understanding, they see just dramatic accuracy improvements. We're talking about a typical 95% reduction in data entry errors compared to, well, manual methods. And this eliminates so many costly downstream effects, everything from customer service headaches to serious compliance violations. We also see massive speed enhancement. Organizations commonly experience like 10x faster document processing. Documents that once took hours or even days to process now just zip through in minutes or seconds. That accelerates entire business cycles. And the cost reduction is significant, often ranging from a 60–80% decrease in manual processing expenses. These savings really compound across labor, paper handling, error correction, even compliance audit preparation time. I've had to manually input data in past lives, and let's just say my accuracy rate probably wouldn't hit 95% without a significant caffeine IV. How does this tech achieve such a dramatic reduction where humans often stumble?
Yeah, well, it's largely due to that combination of continuous machine learning and the ability to apply context consistently. Humans get fatigued, right? They make typos, they misinterpret things, especially complex documents. The AI doesn't. It applies the rules and learns consistently. And what's fascinating here is how these operational gains translate directly into strategic business advantages. Critical information suddenly becomes immediately accessible, no longer buried in digital filing cabinets or actual filing cabinets. This dramatically improves decision-making speed and quality. Customer experience also sees a natural enhancement. Think about document-dependent processes like loan applications or insurance claims. They accelerate from days, sometimes weeks, to mere hours. That's a huge difference for the customer. Another huge benefit is scalability. Manual processing inherently limits growth. More documents usually require proportionally more human resources, which gets expensive fast. Document understanding solutions, they provide exponential scaling capabilities. They can handle huge volume increases without needing a corresponding resource expansion. This is absolutely crucial for rapid growth or, seasonal fluctuations. And it's not just about the business bottom line. Employee satisfaction and retention improve significantly too. Workers transition from those repetitive, error-prone manual tasks to higher-value analytical and strategic activities. That's, frankly, more engaging, and it's a win-win for everyone involved.
It really seems like these modern solutions distinguish themselves precisely by their, well, intelligent document processing benefits, as you say. They have these cognitive capabilities to adapt dynamically to new document formats and learn from processing patterns over time, all without needing manual intervention. That makes them incredibly robust and future-proof, right?
Exactly. That adaptability is absolutely key.
Mm-hmm.
They're not rigid systems.
Yeah.
They actually evolve with your business needs and your changing document landscape. Very important.
Now, let's look at how this plays out in real-world industry transformations. Maybe some examples. Think about finance and accounting. We're seeing automated invoice processing, including pretty sophisticated three-way matching between purchase orders, receipts, and invoices. That saves a ton of manual checking. Financial statement analysis, which used to be this time-intensive manual review, is transforming into automated insight generation, pulling out key ratios, trends, and expense management workflows. They automate everything from receipt processing to policy compliance checking, makes life easier for everyone. Or in legal services, it's about accelerated contract analysis and review, automatically identifying key terms, risks, important dates, and streamlining those painful due diligence processes. Even healthcare workflows benefit enormously from patient record digitization, faster insurance claim processing, and medical form automation. Huge potential there.
Yeah, these examples truly highlight how business process automation with document understanding creates genuine end-to-end automation possibilities. Things that were previously impossible, really, because of those document processing bottlenecks. It's particularly powerful when you integrate it with robotic process automation, or RPA platforms. While RPA is great at structured, predictable tasks, document understanding provides the intelligent input processing. That enables RPA to handle even complex document-driven workflows. Like RPA is the skilled craftsman, maybe, and document understanding is the intelligent assistant that hands them exactly the right tools and information precisely when they need it. A good partnership.
And it's not about full automation at the expense of human oversight, is it? We often hear about human-in-the-loop processes being the optimal balance. How does that actually work in practice?
You're right, it's definitely about balance, smart balance. Document understanding handles all the routine processing, the bulk of it, but it's intelligent enough to flag and route exceptions uncertain about, or maybe a really complex scenario for human review. This maximizes the automation benefits while maintaining critical quality control, and it allows your human experts to focus their time on the truly challenging cases where their judgment is needed. Now, for successful workflow transformation, strategic process mapping is absolutely key. You need to really understand your current process first. This involves identifying those automation opportunities while preserving the essential human decision points. It's not just about automating everything blindly. Change management is also crucial. Employee training needs to focus not just on here's how you use the new system, but on role evolution, how their jobs are changing to become more strategic, and of course, measuring improvement. You absolutely need to establish baseline metrics before implementation and track key performance indicators, KPIs, throughout the transformation process. This ensures continuous optimization.
Without those metrics, honestly, you're just guessing at the benefits.
So when you're out there looking for a solution, what are the absolutely essential features for success that listeners should prioritize? What should be on their checklist?
Okay, yeah, good question. On the technical side, multi-format support is non-negotiable. Absolutely critical. This means covering PDFs, images, emails with attachments, scanned documents, mobile captures, and yes, even handwritten forms, which are still surprisingly common. Language versatility is also crucial, especially for global organizations. You need support for dozens of languages and those tricky cultural formatting conventions, dates, currencies, addresses. And a huge leap forward is template-free processing. This means the solution automatically adapts to new layouts and variations without needing manual template creation or constant maintenance. That's a massive time saver and makes the system much more resilient.
That template-free processing really does sound like a game changer. But how does AI truly enhance these solutions beyond just the speed and accuracy improvements? What else is it doing?
That's a great question because it goes deeper. Machine learning models, as we mentioned, continuously refine accuracy and precision. They're constantly improving through exposure to new documents and, importantly, human feedback from that exception handling process. Then there's cognitive automation. This enables the systems to understand document context and make intelligent judgments for routing and priority based on actual content analysis, rather than just simple, rigid rules. And predictive analytics, which are often built into these platforms now, can identify trends, anomalies, and opportunities within your document streams. This raises an important question. What could you learn? For instance, invoice processing systems might be able to predict payment delays based on past behavior or document characteristics. Or contract analysis tools could flag clauses that historically lead to disputes before they become costly problems. It's proactive.
Wow, that's powerful. Beyond the AI itself, there are those critical integration and deployment features that, well, they can't be overlooked, right?
Absolutely not. They're foundational. Cloud-native architecture is vital today for scalability, reliability, and security. It allows solutions to handle those volume spikes and ensures high availability. You need it to work when you need it. An API-first design ensures seamless integration with your existing enterprise systems, ERP, CRM, workflow tools, you name it. This is key to avoiding siloed solutions and creating that end-to-end flow. And of course, security and compliance certifications, things like SOC 2, ISO 27001, IPA for healthcare, or SOX for finance. These are non-negotiable requirements. They ensure that the solution supports your regulatory compliance efforts from day one. Table stakes, really.
And what about the human side, interacting with these systems? What user experience features really make a difference in adoption and efficiency?
Oh, it's often underestimated, but absolutely critical for success. Intuitive dashboards are key. They need to provide clear visibility into processing performance, bottlenecks, things like that. Intelligent exception handling workflows are also vital. They ensure documents requiring human review are routed quickly to the right person with all the necessary context. This streamlines that crucial human-in-the-loop process, making it efficient, not frustrating. And robust performance monitoring tools offer that continuous visibility. They help you track progress, maximize ROI, and ensure consistent service levels as your document volumes grow or change. Because honestly, if it's not easy to use and manage, adoption will suffer, and you won't get the full value. Suppose that.
Okay, let's shift to calculating the return on investment, the ROI. It sounds like it's about much more than just immediate cost savings. Walk us through that framework.
You're absolutely right. It goes much deeper than just cutting costs. Our framework starts, of course, with cost savings metrics. And you can realistically expect a, say, 60–80% reduction in direct processing costs. That's significant. Plus, you eliminate those hidden error correction costs, which, believe it or not, can represent a hefty 20–30% of total processing costs in some manual operations, not to mention reduced customer service calls and compliance fines or prep costs. But then, and this is important, we need to look at processing time value conversion. How do you put a dollar value on speed? This captures the business impact of accelerated workflows, like faster invoice processing, significantly improving cash flow because you can capture early payment discounts or just get paid faster, or accelerated customer onboarding, directly increasing revenue capture because you close deals faster. That's real top-line impact.
It really sounds like those strategic benefits, the revenue side, can truly dwarf the simple cost savings in some cases.
Precisely. In many implementations, that's exactly what we see. It's important for you to understand that revenue enhancement factors, things like faster customer onboarding, improved decision-making speed leading to better market moves, enhanced compliance reducing risk, these often provide a far greater ROI impact than the cost savings alone. These strategic advantages can truly differentiate an organization in its market. It's not just about efficiency, it's about competitiveness.
And of course, there are implementation cost considerations we need to factor in: software licensing, system integration, maybe data migration. But what often turns out to be a crucial success factor, as you mentioned with UX, are the training and change management investments. These might represent, 15–25% of total implementation costs, but they dramatically impact ultimate success and ROI achievement, correct?
Absolutely. Critically important. Think of it as investing in adoption and utilization. Without proper training and actively managing the human element of change, even the best technology will underperform or face resistance.
So what does this all mean for measuring long-term value? How should people think about that?
Well, your typical 12-month ROI projections. They usually focus on the direct cost savings and those immediate process improvements. Pretty straightforward. Organizations commonly achieve positive ROI within, say, 6 to 12 months, just through labor cost reduction and error elimination. Quick wins. However, the most significant value often emerges in years 2 and 3. That's where a 36-month ROI analysis truly captures the full transformational impact. This includes the scalability benefits kicking in, the competitive advantages becoming clearer, and the strategic enablement, how this tech lets you do entirely new things. And don't forget risk mitigation value quantification, things like measurable improvements in regulatory compliance or reduced audit costs. These can sometimes justify the entire investment, even without huge direct savings or revenue enhancement. It's about building a more resilient, agile business.
Okay, looking ahead now to document understanding trends in 2025 and beyond, it feels like this space is just exploding with innovation. What are some of the most exciting emerging technology trends you're seeing?
It is indeed moving incredibly fast. We're seeing really exciting generative AI integration, specifically with things like GPT and other large language model technologies. This is enabling solutions to not just extract information, but to actually generate insights, create summaries, even draft recommendations based on document content analysis. Imagine asking your contract database, summarize the key risks in our supplier agreements. The possibilities there are huge. We're also seeing more focus on hyperautomation. That's the convergence of document understanding with broader automation tech like RPA, workflow management, process mining. It's not just automating one step, it's building an end-to-end intelligent pipeline. And then there's edge computing adoption. This enables local document processing, maybe on a device or local server, for really sensitive information to address privacy concerns or latency issues, processing closer to the source.
And are there specific industry developments that are worth highlighting, things tailored to certain sectors?
Definitely. Vertical-specific pre-trained models are emerging rapidly. These offer immediate, high accuracy for specialized domains like healthcare records or legal documents, saving enormous amounts of initial training time, much faster time to value. Regulatory compliance automation features are evolving constantly to address increasing complexity.
Right.
Think built-in compliance checking against regulations, automated audit trail generation. This is a huge relief for compliance teams. And real-time processing and decision-making capabilities are enabling document understanding to support more front-office operational processes, not just traditional back-office functions. Think real-time customer interaction support.
Interesting. On the market evolution side, we are seeing some vendor consolidation, which can create more comprehensive platform offerings, but, also requires careful evaluation during selection, fewer choices maybe, but potentially more powerful ones. We're also seeing shifts towards outcome-based billing or pricing models, which I find really interesting. It kind of aligns vendor incentives directly with customer success, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's a move away from just paying for licenses. towards paying for results, which makes a lot of sense.
And the dynamics between open source options and enterprise solutions continue to evolve, offering different balances of cost versus support, features, and enterprise readiness.
Right. For future-proofing considerations, then, selecting solutions with strong technology roadmaps and clear vendor investment strategies is paramount. You want a partner who's innovating, investing in what we call investment protection strategies, things like robust APIs, ensuring data portability can help you avoid vendor lock-in down the line. Flexibility is key. And preparing for next-generation capabilities like multimodal processing, understanding not just text, but also images, video, audio potentially embedded within or associated with documents, ensures your chosen solution can truly evolve with the technological landscape. It's moving beyond just text.
So, okay, to bring this all together for our listener who might be considering this, how can they approach choosing the right solution for their specific needs? What's a strategic framework they can actually use?
Great question. It all starts, absolutely must start, with a comprehensive business needs assessment. You really need to map out your document volumes, the diversity of your document types. How many different kinds are there? What are your accuracy requirements? What are your integration needs with existing systems? And of course, what are your ironclad security and compliance requirements? Don't skip this step. Get clarity first.
Okay, so once that clear picture is in place, you move to vendor evaluation, right? What should they be looking for there specifically?
Exactly. This involves a deep dive into the technical capabilities to meet the needs you just defined. How reliable is the platform? What's the vendor's stability and track record? What's the quality of their support like? Because you will need support. And crucially, a thorough total cost of ownership analysis. This goes way beyond just the initial licensing fees. You need to factor in implementation, integration, training, ongoing maintenance, potential upgrades, the whole picture.
Right. Then comes the practical step. Pilot testing and implementation strategy. This means actually developing a proof of concept, or a PC, to see how the solution performs with your actual documents and workflows. Don't rely just on demos. Define clear success metrics up front for that pilot. What does success look like? And plan a phased rollout strategy to minimize risk and allow for continuous learning and improvement along the way. You definitely don't want to try to boil the ocean all at once.
No, absolutely not. Phased is usually best. And for some pro tips for success, maybe I'd highlight 3 key things. First, really align your document understanding solution with your long-term, broader digital transformation and automation strategy. Don't let it become just an isolated tool or project. It needs to fit the big picture. Second, really try to leverage the advanced AI capabilities in document understanding for competitive differentiation. Focus on features like continuous learning, predictive analytics, generative AI potential. Don't just settle for basic extraction if more is possible. And third, build measurable ROI tracking from day one. Establish comprehensive baseline metrics before you implement anything. Use automated ROI reporting where possible, and plan for regular optimization reviews. Remember, what you don't measure, you really can't improve or justify.
This has been a truly comprehensive deep dive. Fantastic insights. Okay, let's unpack this one last time. Selecting the right document understanding solution, it's clear, is far more than just a technology decision. It's really a strategic choice that will fundamentally transform how your organization processes information, how it makes decisions, and ultimately how it serves your customers. As we've seen, the benefits are just profound. Dramatic efficiency improvements, significant cost reductions, enhanced decision-making capabilities, accelerated customer experiences, and that crucial scalable growth. This truly represents a fundamental shift in operational capability for many businesses.
And this raises an important question. If your organization's future success truly depends on understanding its own information, its own data, its own documents, how strategically are you thinking today about unlocking the hidden value that lies buried, potentially untapped, in your documents right now?
It's powerful to consider just how much potential might be lying dormant within your own organizational data. We really hope this deep dive has given you a comprehensive understanding of this critical technology and sparked some ideas.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the POTENZA podcast series, where we decode SAP, automate with RPA, and analyze with precision. We hope you found today's conversation insightful and inspiring. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the technologies transforming tomorrow's enterprise. Got questions or ideas for a future episode? Drop them in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time. Thank you.